join us. Let's wait for a few people to join us. Let's first check if we are live. It's maybe a little bit handy to check. Yes, we are live. Let's wait for a few people to join. Hopefully they join.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Let's check.
Roy better join. I know he's
like
think
the
he's
guy.
out.
Yeah, we already have one comment.
And who is that?
Oh, that's Cameron. Oh, Cameron says, never mind, I got to bully AJ. Come starts in 1 hour. Alright,
my
so
God.
let's start then. We have Cameron to bully you. First of all, welcome AJ. Welcome, thanks
Thank
for
you for
joining.
having me.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks
for
for
having me.
joining. Let's start with last race. It's already been a week, but yeah, I was sick between Monday and Tuesday, so a little bit later. But yeah, let's talk about the race. We start with the start, of course. You started on the medium tires, if I have it right.
I did.
How was your start? Yeah, first of all, we're watching the start now.
The start was good. I figured I wasn't gonna get Josh just because he was on the soft tire.
Yeah.
And even if I do get a better start than him, that soft tire is just gonna give him way more grip than
Mhm.
what I had. So my main priority was just keeping my second place position, and then kind of hanging on to the back of him. I knew he'd kind of pull away, but I tried very hard to keep him within at least a second, but he was just that soft tire was just too good. After about 6 or 7 laps, so I kind of started to reel him back in. I saw him kind of making some mistakes here and there. And then obviously I had to keep you behind, which was not an easy task. The safety car kind of did save me there a little bit. And after that safety car, I think my medium tire advantage kind of kicked in a little bit. But yeah, the start I was pretty happy with.
Yeah, exactly. So you said you were starting on a medium. What was like the reason behind you start on the mediums for you?
I didn't feel comfortable. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable racing on the softs in a 50% race just yet. They just personally, I don't think they last long enough. And you know, if there is an early safety car, I wouldn't want to have to pit. But you know, the mediums just seemed the better tire to go on for that long of a race. I think it was what, 36 laps, 32 laps?
Yeah, 33, I guess. Yeah, 33, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the medium to hard stint was the ideal stint to go on, for me at least.
Yeah, so me and Josh boxed at around lap 10, I think it was. So you could extend the medium stint, or yeah, you could extend the medium stint a little higher, a little longer, to move on to the hard. Which lap did you pit? You still know that, or?
I want to say it was around 13 or 14. It was whenever that second safety car came out. I mean, we literally had to pit. There wasn't ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's just it's basically a free pit stop. So I kind of did get lucky with that. I wasn't undercut or anything like that by George, or you, and well, Josh at that time was, I think he had spun, so
true.
he was a little bit behind you, so I didn't want to get undercut by you and George.
Yeah, so when you did pit a few laps later, the safety car came out. Did you already knew from like, I'm gonna stay out, or did you have a little come in mind from let's go to the mediums, or was just the strat to just stay out on the hards? Was that the main strat for you?
It was stay out. I wanted to keep track position. I knew as soon as I saw George stay out with me, I mean, I knew I could kind of keep him behind and potentially anybody else that is, kind of on our tail just by keeping George within my DRS. And that's kind of what I did the last couple laps when Josh was closing in.
Hmm.
There was a couple times where I could have broken away out of the DRS, but I didn't want George to kind of be left defenseless. And
Hmm.
then, if he was left defenseless, that'd mean I was left defenseless.
Yeah.
So, because Josh was he was on it
Yeah,
with those
exactly.
mediums.
Yeah,
So
true.
the plan was to just keep George in contention for as long as possible. And then once I knew on the last lap that, I kind of had it wrapped up,
Yeah.
I kind of dropped him a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, him and Josh were fighting, so it kind of slowed both of them down a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah, so like the last 13 or 14 laps you had track position as you said.
Yep,
Did you felt comfortable although you had like a second lead with your top speed, or were you
I
like,
did.
yeah, okay, you did, yeah.
Yeah, unlike Imola, where I did not have the top speed to keep people behind. With Portugal, I did have that top speed down the home straight, and my setup as well was also very stable at the same time, so I felt very comfortable
Yeah.
in Portimao.
Yeah, so of course, to end talking about the race, you of course won the race. Do you feel you're gonna keep the momentum going, or do you feel in Miami it's gonna be a harder task to get the
It's
25
gonna
points?
be it's gonna be a hard task to get those 25 points. I do not feel anywhere remotely comfortable with Miami. Honestly, I plan on going into Miami as a damage limitation race and then
Yeah.
come back for Brazil the next week for the sprint.
Hmm.
Um, I feel a little more comfortable in Brazil than I do Miami, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just damage limitation this weekend.
Yeah. So talking about the season as a whole, you already said Miami is not a good race for you. But what
Nope.
is for you? What do you think is going to be a great race for you? What track on the calendar, or more tracks on this calendar?
I want to say Bahrain will be a good one for me. I love Bahrain,
Yeah.
and I also want to say Silverstone, but I know George is unbelievably quick in Silverstone, and honestly, same with Snoopy. So that one's going to be tough as well. Um, any other tracks on there? I'm trying to think of our calendar. I think
Um.
those two are really the main the main tracks I feel confident at. Maybe
Yeah.
Baku, um,
Okay. Yeah.
or Spa.
Yeah.
Oh, Austin. I feel
Oh
very
yeah.
confident in
Yeah.
Coda.
Yeah. Exactly. Of course, also your home race, so that must be.
Also my home race, but
Yes.
so is Miami.
Yeah.
So
Of course. Of course, we also need to talk about your championship battle. Of course, right now with George, maybe some more people are coming into play, but right now your real competitor is George. How do you feel about the season as a whole? As for the championship, do you think you can get him? Do you think it's gonna be tough? Yeah, what are your expectations to see about the championship?
I think I can. I think I can get them. If I do, it's gonna be maybe down to the last race.
Yeah,
It is absolutely gonna be tough. But as long as I keep the consistency that I have, the last couple of races, including last season as well, kind of
yeah,
keeping that momentum of just being in the top five every race,
yeah,
I will be happy.
yeah,
But yeah, George is gonna be very, very difficult.
yeah. You need to do a George
Like,
Russell to beat George.
yeah, I do honestly. And then obviously you and when um, Chris, when he gets back, hopefully
Yeah.
he's back this weekend. He will be up there as well.
Yeah.
but obviously, you're never counted out of the championship fight. So
Yeah.
I expect to be, having kind of a four-way championship battle
Yeah.
towards the end, potentially five or six,
Mhm.
which would be awesome for not only the league but the drivers in general.
Yeah.
It'd be
Exactly.
very, very nice to have a six-way battle.
Yeah. So we also need to talk about a little bit about Miami. You already said it's going to be a damage limitation race.
Yeah.
Even though it's going to be a damage limitation, do you see yourself still fighting for the podium or even for a win?
I don't know about a win. Really depends on the qualifying, but the qualifying, my setup right now is not built for qualifying. It's not that quick.
Mm.
Um, but hopefully a podium position, but even honestly a top five, I'd be happy with
Yeah,
this
exactly.
weekend.
Yeah. And what's going to be your strategy, do you think? Again, starting on the mediums or?
Oh God, I don't know. It's 29 laps.
Yeah.
Um, and like I said, I don't feel very comfortable on the softs, but it could be a soft to hard race. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it, I don't know. I might feel more comfortable on the mediums. It might be a soft to medium. I really don't
You
know.
don't know yet. But do you feel
No.
more comfortable in qualifying pace or race pace right now?
Definitely qualifying. My time trial time's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Um, so I do feel more comfortable in qualifying. It's just those long stints in the race I
Mm-hmm.
need to be careful of.
Yeah.
Because there's so many spots on this track right now where I can easily just lose the back end and spin.
Yeah.
So it,
So you're not
it's
really happy about the balance of the car right now,
I'm
and
not at all. No,
yeah,
no. The team's gonna have to be spending a lot of time in the factory tonight trying to
yeah,
figure that out.
yeah, setup exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So yeah, let's end with some questions with the chat. Maybe some people have some questions for you. Maybe Cameron. I see him typing a lot in the chat.
Oh, great.
Maybe some people have
Can't
some
wait.
questions. So Cameron, come on, I have some burning questions for AJ.
He's going to. I can feel it.
I know he's still watching. I see two people watching, so he probably will. He's typing. Yeah, I have a question. Oh, he's already. There's it coming. Where's my rent? He asks.
His rent.
Yeah.
I
Where's
should be
his
asking him where I pay my rent. Jeez, man. That's a great question, Cam.
Yeah.
Um, I'll give you the rent as soon as you commentate a race I win.
Yeah. And he asks, Jesus, who's your favorite team? There's only one right answer, he says. But who is your right answer as a
My
team?
favorite, as in, real
I think
F1.
F1. Yeah, I think Crew F1. Yeah.
I gotta say it. It's gotta be Haas.
Yeah.
It hasn't been the last year, just because.
I would have said Carlin, but yeah.
Car,
Sargent is driver Carlin, right?
he
Is he?
does, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he asked F1 team, didn't he?
Who's your favorite team? Not he's not saying
Oh.
F1.
Well, I also don't really like Liam Lawson, so right now it's Haas.
Yeah.
Maybe if Colton Herta drives for AlphaTauri next season, maybe I'll cheer them on a little bit more.
Yeah. Maybe we
But
have some. Yeah. Yeah.
we just need some more American drivers and teams on the grid.
Good for Drive to Survive as well.
It's great for Drive to Survive.
Yeah. Uh,
All of us
Cameron's
Drive to
Cameron.
Survive fans.
Yeah. Cameron says respectfully, when will you vacate from my comms box?
It might be this weekend, honestly. As
Yeah.
much as I enjoy our chats, Cam, I don't think I'll be on the podium this week.
Yeah.
But I plan on being back there, the following week, and then hopefully the rest of the season.
Yeah,
Um, I I can't go too long without saying hi at least.
yeah. Yeah, we have one more question from Cameron. What are your opinions on Drive to Survive? He asks.
It was really good the first two seasons, and then they dramatized it way too much.
Yeah,
Especially last season, the season itself was full of drama, and I feel like they didn't make a good job of showing that. Um, so it's definitely gone downhill the last two seasons, but when it started, it was pretty good.
yeah. Okay, okay. I have one more question for you in the end.
Yes.
If you were a team boss in Formula One, which two drivers would you pick? And you can't say an American driver, because otherwise you would say Sargent and Colton Herta. But if you were a team boss in F1, which two drivers would you pick in your Formula One team?
Obviously, Max,
Yeah.
clearly.
Okay.
Um, I'm not gonna say Lewis because I feel like it just cause it'd be like a Mercedes 2016 Mercedes where it's just so much drama that I wouldn't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, you could get away with like Max and Sainz or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Um, I personally think you need a number one driver,
Yeah.
or else things just get messy.
Yeah.
For example, Alpine. I know how much Cam likes Alpine, but they need to get their drivers under control.
Yeah. Maybe still
Alonso should
Piastri
be
is
the
gonna drive.
number. Yeah, Alonso should be the number one driver, and
Yeah.
Ocon should not be in the sport. So, uh, that's
Yeah.
just personal opinion,
Yeah.
but I think Max and like a Signs would be
Yeah.
ideal.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, thanks for joining, AJ. That was it, and of course, good luck next race and
Thank
the
you.
rest of the season. And
Yep, I'll see you tomorrow.
no, I won't be there. Sorry, no, I won't be there, mate. I won't be there. But good luck tomorrow. All right, see ya.